President Donald Trump addresses the Cuban Independence Day. Imelyn Ramos in Washington, D.C. has the story.
Thank you, Mayan. President Donald J. Trump issued a presidential message for Cuban Independence Day. The message, addressing the Cuban people, criticizes the current Cuban government. Trump said, quote, "The United States has historic ties to the Cuban people and remains in solidarity with the millions who have fled the oppression of Cuba's tyrannical regime in search of a new life. Cuba's people deserve a government that promotes individual liberties, basic human rights, and opportunities to prosper. America will keep working with our allies and partners in the Western Hemisphere to bring stability, religious liberty, cooperation, and a freer future to the great people of Cuba." In his message, he also praises Cuban Americans, as I quote, "Today, we celebrate the many contributions of Cuban Americans to our American story, and we pledge to continue working with them to secure a better tomorrow for Cuba." Just yesterday, according to oncubanews.com, the Ministry of Public Health in Cuba reported that it has been 6 days without a death due to COVID-19 and only 6 new infections added. That's definitely good news for them to have on their Cuban Independence Day. Now, as we've probably heard, there has been dam failures and flooding in Michigan. In response to the dam failure in Michigan, President Trump tweeted today, quote, "My team is closely monitoring the flood in central Michigan. Stay safe and listen to local officials. Our brave first responders are once again stepping up to serve their fellow citizens. Thank you." Though President Trump has been at odds politically with the governor of Michigan, he said that he has sent out the best military and FEMA teams to help. It's always our hope that when any calamity or natural disaster occurs, politics would be put aside and help would be given to those in need. Our thoughts and prayers are with those affected by these floods in Michigan. In Washington, D.C., Imelyn Ramos, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you, Mayan.
Thank you, Imelyn. Up